popular tool on Magic School is vocabulary-based texts. So the purpose of this tool is to allow you to bring in your vocabulary from your content and generate some kind of story or text based on that vocabulary word or those vocabulary words so that students can see them kind of in context, in action, to help make sense of them. So I'm in that tool, and a few things I'll point out. We have some basic fields to fill out: grade level, text length, the vocabulary to include, and then the topic of the text, what you want the narrative to be. So one really helpful way to get started if you're feeling stuck is this exemplar button at the top. This will fill in all those fields for you with an example, just so you can see how it generally works. So I'll hit exemplar. You see it automatically changes the grade level. We got fourth grade, it changed it to a page. We added vocabulary about the planets. And then the topic of the text is planets in the solar system and the order of inner and outer planets. So we could do all that. I actually kind of want to change this to some coding stuff. So I'm going to paste in my own vocabulary words. All right, so I have some coding related computer science, computational thinking vocabulary. I'm going to do fifth grade. We'll change this to a page. And then the topic of the text, let's make it fun. Let's say trapped in a video game. Now, this is very minimalistic, and maybe I want help kind of expanding this. I have another very helpful tool available to me. Right here in the bottom right corner, it says get help with prompt. So it's going to take what I have and make it into something much better. So it pops up with this little side menu. It'll give you an improved prompt. So you can see trapped in a video game, and then a bunch of other details to help kind of bring the goal to life. So this is now what the story is going to be. And I have two buttons here. I have copy prompt if I want to copy this and paste it here and maybe paste it somewhere else too. And if I just hit accept prompt, it'll bring it right into that box. But before I hit this, just want to point out that it explains the changes it made as well. So I have my original, and then it explains the changes that it made to come up with this prompt. So, and if I wanted to take it even further, I could add some more here for the prompt assistant to incorporate into the improved prompt. But I'm going to accept this, and you notice it brings it right in here for me. So now it's a better version of my prompt. So I don't have to feel like a prompt specialist or an AI prompt engineer to be able to use this tool effectively. So that all looks good. I'll hit generate, and I have my new story generated. It's going to give me the list of vocabulary words here at the top, and then a story. One day, a group of friends, Mia, Jake, and Leo, yada, yada, yada. As you scroll through this story, you see that the vocabulary words are in bold, so they're easy to find. And so if I just look at this first one, in the first level, they encountered a tricky puzzle that required them to debug a broken code. So I have some context here to help me figure out what that word might mean. So this is a really useful way to introduce vocabulary or to practice vocabulary with students, just to give it some context so that they can really see what it means in action. So this is a really helpful way to enhance student vocabulary understanding. And this is something that you probably wouldn't do on your own. You wouldn't write a story like this to give students a different way of viewing vocabulary because you don't have the time or to put all this together. But this is something that you can now easily generate and incorporate into your instruction to take it that much deeper.